They're gonna hit front. They're gonna hit front. They're
Back
gonna
front.
hit
Back front. All front. All front. Let's get front.
front. Let's go. Fucking go.
Welcome to the ASTRO Breakdown, where we analyze some of the greatest plays in professional Call of Duty. I'm Enigma, and today we're going to run you through how the Atlanta FaZe ended the New York Subliners' 11-map hardpoint win streak in the winners' finals of Major 3.
He is absolutely one of the best men to watch in this lobby. He has been on fire this series, even though his team is down around and well off the opening break. Self finds two. The cleanup crew is there. All four down. Perfect start for FaZe.
We load into Game 4. Both teams are neck and neck, and we have basketball up next. FaZe are going to set up for this one with one in the hill, one watching the flank, and then two players between Money and Kitchen. Now this setup is designed to bottleneck New York into the water side and turn it into the pit of death that it does become for them.
I'm getting money. Can I go cut out?
Yes, I can.
HyDra front. There's one
There's
front.
two front. There's three front. Three front.
Come
Need to set out on me.
Play front. One child front. Absolutely in the.
I'm holding front. Come on, Tiki.
I push.
Tiki.
He's full steps.
I'll come. Open
That one's behind me.
During this hold, Cellium pushes forward into P5, and this is a great play for multiple reasons. At worst, it gives them a heads up if there is going to be a hit through mid. At best, it controls the spawns, and that is exactly what happens here. His teammates' positioning means they already have control over the favored basketball and backside spawns, and the lack of NYSL pressure means that they won't be spawning anywhere near Laundry. Cellium pushing up into this position blocks Zig spawn as well as ramp spawn, meaning that New York only have one place left to come back, and that is the AC. This restricted spawn continues to place New York on one side of the map and continue that bottleneck that Atlanta FaZe had set up early on in the play. You can see the effect that this has on the Subliners when they chalk up P4, effectively giving the rest of the time to Atlanta FaZe and instead decide to flood mid and clear out P5. At this point then, NYSL have P5 control, and there are two things that Atlanta FaZe are going to want to consider. Step one is to prevent a solid defensive setup. The Subliners are going to want what I call a wide net hold. This is where you send a player out onto each flank. This will tell you where the opponents are trying to hit from, and it will allow the team to pivot on the inside and not having to fight in that very scrappy middle part of the hill. This kind of setup also stops you from being caught in a pinch. Step two then for the Atlanta FaZe is to set up the pinch that I just mentioned. This is where the attacking team sees multiple parts of the map and then collapse on the hill together. It's a great play and will overwhelm the defenders. However, it requires a great amount of teamwork to set up and a top tier level of communication to pull it off. Watch and listen as we jump on board with Atlanta FaZe, who execute this clinically.
Yeah, gotcha.
One's on the rock on me. HyDra on the rock.
I say good time. I'll see open.
I spawned
Nothing open. They're playing ring heavy. I'm gonna push around, alright?
Yeah, one's
on the time challenge. HyDra on the rock.
Wait for kills. Yeah, wait.
Yeah, I'm just staying up in kitchen.
I'm open now.
He gave up pinch.
Yo,
Wait,
back
please
up,
one mark. Please one mark.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes, there's time.
On the rock.
Into the point then, and job done. Well, not quite. Let's hop back on board with Atlanta FaZe and make note of the awareness they have not only around where the opposing players are, but also the spawn situation.
I'm gonna four. Laundry spawns. Yo, you got me Zig. I lied.
I spawned.
Zig a couple laundry.
They're gonna be taking.
Oh, pillars, one shot.
Nice. We're missing Asim and Mack.
Let's go.
Yes, kitchen.
I'm behind.
Get we hit him one shot there.
Nice.
Pillars.
Nice. They're still spawning Zig side.
I'm trying to get to
From here, it's all a bit of a bloodbath, but if we skip through P1 towards the back end of it, you can see that 15-second marker, again, they are already rotating, already putting pressure onto new, and this puts New York into a constant cycle. Do we go for old? Do we go for new? And it is a horrible place to be in, for sure. To wrap up then, we began with both teams level. The New York Subliners are a terrific hardpoint team, and yet FaZe extended out a massive lead over this period, and they go on to win from here. The New York Subliners are a fantastic hardpoint team, and yet Atlanta FaZe dominated them over multiple hills. So if you're looking to improve your raid hardpoint, maybe steal an example or two from this play here. But that's going to do it for this edition of the Astro Breakdown. If you have enjoyed the content, please do subscribe and hit that like button. I've been Enigma, and we'll see you in the next one.
You're gonna be fine. Get it.
I'm walking them back.
Yo, two money, two
They're
money.
gonna hit front. They're gonna hit front. They're
Back,
gonna
back,
hit
back,
front.
All front.
Let's get front.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby.